Hello and welcome to another video from My Random Hobbies, and today we're going to take a look at 3 Funko Pops that I've recently purchased. Let's get into it. Okay, so as with many of my things that I collect, whether it's Hot Wheel cars or Funko Pops or Star Wars figures or whatever it might be, there comes a point where I feel I've got the majority of the things that I like and that I want, and then it's just a matter of keeping an eye out for things that may pique my interest in the future. Now, I've got 3 Funko Pops here that I purchased, one very recently, and the other 2 I actually purchased way back in January, February time, but they only just arrived. So the company that I bought them from, Pop in a Box, said they were in stock, they were there to be delivered, and what that actually means, I found out, is that they might be available in their American sort of store, but here in the UK they're not, and they've got to import them. So, and they get sent directly from America to me. So it takes an awful long time, and I was really sort of, in a way, disappointed that they sort of said, yeah, you can get them, and then they take such a long time to come. So, you know, there we go. That's the way it is sometimes, but they're here now. So we'll look at the one I've just purchased recently, and that is Marvin the Martian from the newer movie Space Jam. Now, Marvin the Martian has been produced a number of times by Funko, and again, as some of you will know from a previous video, he's probably one of my more favourite characters. I've got him here, Marvin the Martian, Looney Tunes, Hot Wheels truck there, which I will keep in the packet because of the artwork. And so I purchased this one out of the whole Space Jam sort of film series because, again, it's Marvin the Martian. Now, in terms of the film, I haven't seen the new film. I saw the original film with Michael Jordan. It was all right. I know some people absolutely rave about it, but you know, it was okay for a film. And I was into my basketball when I was younger as well. So we'll take this out of the box here, and again, some people would sort of frown upon taking things out of a box. For me, with the Funko Pops, you can take them out of the box and put them back in the box without really any sort of damage at all. So I don't see a problem with it. And it gives you a good, better look at the figures themselves. And so there he is in all his get-up. Now, I believe there is a sort of a metallic version of this one as well. And there's another version where he's got his hands in a different position. But here he is with his arms crossed, looking cross. You can see the sort of eyebrows there creased down. So it's a nice figure. Nothing majorly special about this one, but it's Marvin the Martian, and I couldn't sort of pass it up at the time. So that's Marvin. That was one of my more recent purchases. I'm not going to be getting any more from the Space Jam series, but I just really like Marvin the Martian. So I'll pop him down, and then we'll take a look at the second 2. Now, the other 2 are 2 of 2. There's only 2 in the series, and they are from a film called White Men Can't Jump. I loved this film when I was younger. The 2 characters there, Billy Hoyle and Sidney Deane, just fantastic film, but probably wouldn't be made nowadays. There's all sorts of race connotations in there. There's quite foul, abusive language at times, but the sort of premise, the story is a good one. And of course, if you enjoy your basketball, that's really what the film was about, and so, you know, it's a good watch. Certainly not something you should be watching with children. Okay, so the first character that we're going to look at is Sidney Deane, and Sidney Deane was played by Wesley Snipes back then, and he was a hustler on the street courts, and that's how he sort of made part of his living. He would do all sorts of other bits and pieces. He had fingers in lots of pies, if you like. So I'm just going to open him up. I really like the fact that they added a basketball to each of these players, to each of these figures. It just adds an extra sort of dimension. But in terms of how he looked in the film and the clothes that he's wearing, it's a pretty good sort of match, really. So, you know, even down to the little earring and things like that, it's just a nice sort of figure. And again, he's got a chain on there. You can see that under his chin. So, good figure. Really like that. And as I say, Sidney Deane sort of gets hustled by Woody Harrelson, who plays Billy Hoyle. And Billy's in trouble. He was a sort of an ex-semi-pro or college basketball player, and he threw a game. Well, he didn't throw a game. He was supposed to throw a game, and he didn't, and therefore cost some gentlemen a lot of money, and they've been chasing him. He's been trying to earn the money to sort of pay them back, if you like, and avoid sort of trouble. And he goes along to the basketball courts and hustles the players there as a white man, because they don't think he can play, and he clearly can. So again, there's Billy, and again with the basketball, with his backwards hat, which again they all thought it made him look a little bit sort of what's the word, geeky, or they do use other words and other language to describe him. But it's, you know, it's another nice little pop. Slight movement of the head there as well, so you can manipulate it a little bit. But again, just really nice sort of, again, it's sort of on my memory. It fits with my collection, my theory, sort of TV and film series feel to my collection, which is really what I base most of my collecting around. So two great figures in Billy and Sidney, and then of course Marvin the Martian. So I hope you've enjoyed that video. Thank you ever so much indeed for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Take care for now. Bye bye.